Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Perth Motorsports. You're about to watch a video that gets this girl back on the pad and ready to rock and roll as we tear it apart, fix up a dent, and take it to a skid comp where we take home another big trophy. Before we get on with the video, I just want to ask a really big favor. Can you jump on and click that subscribe button? I know most of you that are watching our videos have not yet done so. It takes 2 seconds, it's free, and it helps us bring more content like this, like the 12 seconds car, and maybe even that one in the future. So if you could, click that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it, and let's get on with the video. So I think it's been well documented that, yeah, I made a boo-boo. Sugar City Power Fest on the tour, in the final skid, just sort of nicked the wall a little bit. Yeah, big little bit. So, obviously looking at that, the boot seems to still fit fairly well on the opposite side. It's only nicked at a little bit on the corner here, but it has pulled the whole quarter panel down. So, we are going to pop off this panel here, which only has some spot welds. Well, it's mostly off this side here already. Pull that off, pull the bumper off, and then get in there. We're going to have to jack up the quarter panel, we're going to have to pull out the bottom, we're going to have to pull it all from here out. So it's going to be a little bit of messing around. We don't have the correct tools to do it, but we do have enough that'll should be able to do the job. The one main thing we did need was a new tail light, which Dad was in Perth yesterday and picked one up. So you can still buy these things, because we had to buy one brand new for the other side, because that was an ugly orange one that we had. You can still buy these brand spanking new, aftermarket obviously. Look at this, an unwrapping. Straight off the shelf from Triple S Autos, which is in Bassendean in Perth. So Triple S Auto repair, not repairs, but parts. They stock these on the shelf in both the orange and the Calais. You can actually buy the whole lot. So you can buy these, and everything. So you can buy the whole lot as replacement parts to repair your car, or to change it over from the orange to the clear. So yeah, I think Dad said including GST this was about $93. So, and we bought this one here from the same place just before we went away. So now we have two brand new ones. These could do with a polish up. I didn't get around to doing it before we went away. This one here is actually even broken, so I think they were I think they're only about $40, I think, from memory for those bits there. So I might even end up getting some of those new to complement the other new ones, and try and stay away from concrete and limestone walls. Alright, so we'll get on with some time lapse. We'll get the bumper off, we'll pull this panel off, and we'll see how much work we've got ahead of us, which is going to be a lot. That moved a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this bit here needs to go across, so while it's got tension, kind of need to hit it from behind to pop this bit here out.
Yeah. That piece. This is all buckled under.
Yeah. Well, it's looking a lot more like a quarter panel.
Yeah. Get a bit of that up, eh?
We just need to, this is still over a quarter of an inch or near half an inch, so we'll got to get in here and pull this one across. This is looking pretty good at the top. So, well, it did before we did a heap of pulling, but nope. So yeah, it's sprung back. So when we pull here, it should bring that back across, and we'll be pretty much fucking bang on there. So we just need to do a little bit of touch up down the bottom here where it's touching. This is out a bit far, which will have to be hammered back in. This needs to be pulled back a little bit, but the main bits, just this bit here, needs to come across a little bit. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. In all seriousness, once we put the tail light back in and a quick little touch up on here, we can get away with Burnout Blitz just with putting that panel back on and a quick touch up. And a few stickers. Alright, we'll come back, we'll keep pulling a little bit more and get this back out, so because the tail light currently is the pin sitting just off to the side, so we just need to get that to locate, so that needs to come back across a little bit. So we'll keep working on that a bit more, and we're getting close. Yeah, so we have tail light fitting, and fitting pretty well actually. We still need a little bit of massaging on the lip there. It's going to need some bog work. This needs to be pulled a little bit. We need to get the other panel to fit, but tail light's on and gaps seem to be pretty good in all seriousness. So we're looking pretty good. I'll take this tail light back out before it drops on the ground and breaks, but yeah, we're looking pretty good. So we're going to stop for a bit of a bite for lunch and come back and start playing around with some more stuff. Looking pretty good. G'day guys, welcome back to another day of working on MANGDUP. It's been a little bit since we started our original video couple of weeks, but we're back to getting it ready to go to Burnout Blitz. Of course, we have some panel work to fix up and a motor to put back together, so we are getting stuck into it as we speak. Now we are using a 1 of 70 Club Sport to use as a workbench. Now this car will be on the channel in the future, but not directly. So what we do have parked right next to it though is, now some of you are probably going to hate us for this, but look, it's just the way things work. But we have a VR Calais. It's actually a factory 5 litre. It's only a rolling body. The motor was cooked, the gearbox was cooked, so it's just currently a storage shed for shit and parts and panels. But it does have a panel, so we are going to take this panel off and make it fit on MANGDUP. So by the looks of it, this is actually a reproduction panel, so it's obviously had a bingle in the back end at some stage, which would probably explain the terrible paint job over the whole car. So we'll go ahead and get this thing off, and we can get this put onto MANGDUP. So we'll see how we go. Well, that was I would say eventless. Definitely been a replacement panel. I drilled out what I thought was a couple of spot welds here, and then I give it a tap with the hammer, it just fell off, and I was like, oh, I wonder what these two down here will do. So I just tapped it with the hammer and it went pop, and then pop, and then this side here, Dad had already just nicked the folded bit over here, which is just going to take a tack to put back on again. With the grinder, and it literally just fell off. So that'll be a lot easier. Dad was going to try and thump out the other one, but I don't think that's completely necessary now, considering this is a parts car. So we'll grab the million tools that I bought down to do the job and take them all back. The one thing we did find was a snake skin. So yeah, welcome to the country.
It's got a bit skinny in it.
Take this as your welcome to country for the video. Right, I'll go and start having a look at putting it on. Cool, well we're back out here, having a go at a little bit of a tidy up before we get this panel on. You're on time lapse right there. Just straightening this edge up here so that it's going to be nice enough to be able to get the thing on. That actually started to come back pretty good. It's not going to be perfect, guys. We're not expecting it to be perfect. We just don't have the tools or the time to be able to get the car perfect, but we can cover it with stickers and you'll never know unless you watch this video, and then you can come and look at it and tell me how bad it is, but it should be fine. I've got a few other stickers to patch up too, apparently. So it's looking pretty good. The good thing is the panel that goes around there, you can kind of put it wherever the hell you like. So that looks pretty bloody good right there. You couldn't hardly even tell once we put some stickers on it. So especially for this event, it's not really a show and shine event. We just want it to look a lot better than what it is. So we'll keep hammering it out, giving it a few little taps. And get there. Okay, we've got a few tacks on. It's starting to take a bit of shape. Looks good enough for this black duck. Tail light fits okay, so we're just getting a few other bits and pieces done, and we'll come back to it in a bit. You've been watching on the time lapse anyway, so it's good enough for the girls we date. Apparently, that's the saying, isn't it? Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. I'll be right. She'll be right. So, a little bit of a gap in here, but it's not. Needs to come back out. What's that sitting like? It's sitting out there too. Oh yeah, it's sitting out there. The boot took a bit of a hammer when it hit the wall as well, but that is starting to look a lot more like a quarter panel. So I'm literally going to just get a brush touch these bits up, and then put some stickers back on here and around here and call it done. So once the bumper's on, you're not going to really tell much. Bit of a bath and a buff. Yeah, if we get time, we'll see how we go. Alright, we'll see how we go. Alright guys, another day. We've got a time lapse set up in the background, which I've only just turned on. Heads are back and assembled and dropped. We only just sat them on there, so we haven't exactly done a lot of work. And it's reassemble day on the car. Yeah, tomorrow's skids. So it seems to be a common occurrence, which was not the case that we originally planned on, but I have re-stickered quarter panels. We did a live stream last night on the Facebook page and re-stickered this quarter panel, so it actually looks like a car again. I've got to finish off the put some pin striping on, and if I get time I'll touch up a little bit of paint there, but that's what it's going to be for this weekend. Hey, Pauline's there. What are you doing? So yeah, it is what it is. We were we actually changed plans, and we were going to take in Honor, but yeah, we have changed back again. So we weren't quite happy with something on in Honor, so we come back and decided to finish on this girl for a go. So today is the last day of putting everything together. So yesterday we made the change to go back to taking in Honor, to taking MANGDUP. I needed some spaces for the washers for spaces on the rocket pedestals, so I actually took off to Geraldton in a hurry to go and get those so that we had them ready to be able to put the heads back on. Dad reassembled the heads themselves yesterday and played around with a few bits and pieces. We also found out that the 100th hour that we took off the heads got us some piston to valve clearance issues, which we were expecting. So Dad just took a little nick out of the pistons, done a bit of a valve relief, and it seems to be clearing now. So well, there's enough clearance there now, and yeah, so we are just bolting everything down and getting it ready to go back together. It shouldn't take long, hopefully not, because it's going to be 42 degrees today, and our shade destroyed itself yesterday in a bit of a windy day. So I have to get stuck back into it. enjoy the time lapse of us putting it back together. Okay, heads are on and torqued down. Motor rolls over. That's a good start. Well, it's got no rockers on, so that's not going to change anything. Dickhead. So heads are on. We're just putting on our rockers, push rods, etc. So I will come back shortly once we've got all that on, and then we need to do up extractor, put the other extractor in after it's been modified, and then intake on, etc, etc. So we're getting there. Okay, well, I know we've missed a couple of steps, but it's been balls to the walls and it's dark, almost,
Still fucking red hot.
and it's still 40 degrees, but we're going to try and bring some fuel up. Let's see what happens. One has fuel.
One's alright. One's coming up.
The other one has fuel. We're leaking. Okay, so little leak. We'll fix the leak up and we'll come back for a start. Okay, let's see if this is gonna happen. Ugh. Whew. Straight into life. Well, that's a relief. We put something together right for a that was genuinely first crack too, like no lies. You can tell that because Dad's even whining, it's that cold. That he's had to wind the idle screws up. There's transmission fluid over everything. Too much? Alright, we'll let Dad have a bit of a play with some settings and we'll come back shortly.
Clear.
probably not. Oh, how you going? We're just doing a repair right now.
Well, hurry up because the next skid's coming. You look like you've been involved with the Saw movie.
I don't know, but I'm kind of covered in trans.
Oh,
that's like
Priscilla. No.
Sweet transvestite.
Hurry up and tighten up your hose clamp.
What's wrong with y'all? We all need therapy.
So, we got first skid done, and we found a puddle underneath the front of the car with a whole heap of transmission fluid everywhere. It looks like we've split the line going to the transmission cooler, and Sean is on job. So we'll see how we go. Does it take to top up a transmission fluid? Sean seems to be spilling it everywhere.
Oh god, eh?
How much have you put in?
About 1.5 litres so far. Thank you to our sponsors, some randoms over there for the ATF. How much you got?
Righto guys, it's been a pretty hectic day. I haven't filmed much at all. I'm pretty sure Shawnee got the outside footage. I've got no GoPros on the car. From the first qualifying skid we made made finals. We blew the transmission cooling line, spent the whole gap trying to get the car fixed and running again. Well, it's still running, obviously. We're currently lined up. Pauline's here. Pauline's been crowd favourite too, by the way. People coming down and taking photos of Pauline. Got nothing to do with the car. They don't care about the car, just Pauline. But we've had to put about, I think, a couple of 2 or 3 litres of oil in it. Yeah, so we're still here. Wasn't too happy with the first skid. It got a little bit warm, but temperature was pretty hot. It's cooled down a fair bit now, so hopefully we can get another set off. I'm not too sure how this video is going to go. I think I might have to include it maybe in one big video to finish it off. So the whole fix the car and pull it apart, put it back together and stuff like that. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, we'll do this skid, see how it goes. it? Well, it's confirmed. What we changed made it go a whole lot better. Tyres are off. It's sat in third gear the whole skid. 360. I'm getting the hang of the 360s. Woo! She's happy. She's not even hot. It pumped smoke. I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't care if we don't place. I'm happy. That's it. End of story. Thank you very much. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. As you've seen, car finished pretty well. We got a runner-up for the second year running at Burnout Blitz at the Motorplex. Was a bit of a shock. We fought the car from day one of this video all the way through until 8 PM the day before. We loaded up early morning the day of, 5 hours to the Motorplex in 40 plus degrees with no aircon in the tow car. We got there, we had problems in the first skid, we still qualified, blew the transmission line, repaired, back on the pad, and come away with the runner-up is a huge success for us. Special thanks goes out to MKA Performance, who helped us out with sponsoring tyres this event. You guys are absolute legends. You know, like, we can't do it without the support of some of our sponsors, and you guys stepped it up this time, and it was really appreciated. So thanks very much, obviously, to the guys who we sponsor every single event and put their logos down the bottom of all of our videos. Cool. Well, our next video you will see will be our New Year video. It'll be a huge wrap up of our first, well, it hasn't been 12 months, but our first up until 2025 highlights, and then we'll get stuck into the new year and another video on the 12 for 2K car. So we'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll make sure you like, share, subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.